Hello there, my friends. Welcome back to SoulTree Meditation. If you are new here, welcome. You can join me regularly for content regarding meditation, energy, manifestation, and the expansion of your consciousness. So today I am talking about guarding your attention to manifest your reality. We always have something pulling at our attention, whether it is our own thoughts, whether it is other people, whether it is the news, whether it is your mother, whether it is your kids, whether it's your boss. It's endless. It's endless. There's always endless stimuli in our external reality that is trying to pull at our attention. So why is it important to guard our attention in order to manifest? When you're creating your own reality, you want to do it from a space of clarity. You want to create from a space that says, this is my reality, this is what I will accept, this is what my day-to-day looks like, and this is how things go. And you want to stick to those beliefs, you want to stick to those patterns of thought, and you want to sit in the feeling of that reality being true. Now, if you're somebody who has done a lot of study when it comes to manifestation, you will have encountered something that tells you to ignore the 3D, meaning that you have to ignore the things that are happening in your external reality, because if you continually give in to what is happening in your external reality, your emotions will be pulled into that and you won't be able to sit in the feeling long enough to create the new reality, to watch your external reality change, okay? The 3D is simply just a reflection of your old belief systems and your old hologram because you haven't merged into the new one yet. It's extremely important to always guard your attention in the way of placing your attention on the feelings that you want more of, the thoughts that you want to have more of, the outcomes that you want to see in your reality, okay? So for a lot of us, especially if you're new to manifesting, this might feel like a battle. During this time period, this might really feel like a battle, especially because what we're seeing right now is that there are so many timelines of existing all at once that are telling you this is reality. You turn on the news and they say, oh my God, this horrible thing is happening. Oh my God, there's a disease here and there. Oh my God, there are food shortages. Oh my God, there's this and that, right? And what's happening is that if you don't have a firm foundation in terms of your attention and how you actually create your reality, your attention is going to be pulled by all of these timelines, by all of these things external to you that are telling you this is the reality. Okay, so in order to properly manifest, you have to be really, really good at guarding your attention and holding it into yourself and saying, oh, thank you, that's your reality, I'm gonna create my own. A habit that I consistently use to manifest my reality is that I will say in my head, that's your reality, not mine. So whenever I have somebody come at me with a truth or something that happens in the news or an opinion or something like that, I might not outwardly say it, but in my head I say, oh, thanks, that's your reality, not mine, because I know what my reality looks like. Sickness is not allowed into my reality. Lack mentality is not allowed into my reality. Anything that I don't want into my reality is not allowed in my reality. And you have to be that stubborn about it, okay? And especially if you have lack beliefs that are very sensitively triggered around things in your external reality. And I am speaking from experience about this, okay? If you are trying to change a situation in your reality and your 3D is constantly telling you that's the reality, either I lack money, or I lack love, or I lack a certain situation that I really want to happen, you have to remove yourself from whatever environment is constantly telling you that something is true that you don't want to be true, okay? And this is just kind of a hard truth when it comes to being really serious about creating the reality that you want. You have to guard your attention. If your parents are telling you a story that doesn't make sense in your reality anymore, you have to stop listening. Stop hanging out with people who are toxic and confirming the old reality when you're trying to manifest a new one. Stop listening to people that are constantly giving you criticism or making you feel down in any sort of way, okay? You have to guard your attention because there are multiple realities that are running all at the same time, and they're all fighting for your attention. They're all trying to pull on you. They're all trying to say, this is truth, and this is truth, and this is truth. And the issue is, if you believe them, you are going to fall into that reality and you're going to end up creating it around you. Okay, so this creates a little bit of practice, but you have to be firm about this. You have to be bold. You have to be stubborn. You have to step into your creator shoes and say, no, this is unacceptable. That doesn't happen in my reality. I don't care what the external 3D reality is telling me. I don't care if it's all over the news. I don't care if the politicians are saying it's going to happen. I don't care if everyone's terrified and preparing for this thing. And if you have noticed, since the beginning of 2020 at least, there is now a constant fight for your attention. Every single day, there's a new ooga booga that is out there. There's always something new to be scared of, and it just rolls out on a continuous loop. When you are discerning about your attention, those things can't manipulate you anymore. You're not going to be able to even hold the belief that external realities exist. And what will happen is you will merge into your own reality by doing so, and you're going to be able to manifest around you what you believe to be true, what you want to happen, what you feel is good for you, and you're going to watch other people fall into these reality holes, I like to call them. Other people will be pulled by external narratives. So it's very important to have a very strong baseline vibration, meaning that you can hold your attention firmly within yourself and say, no, I know what's true, I know what I'm manifesting, and everything else around me is an available option should I choose to give my attention to it, but I'm not going to, because your attention inevitably by law can only expand, meaning that anything that you give your attention to is going to expand in your hologram. It's going to expand in your reality. So you have to be very careful with the narratives that you're telling yourself. You have to be very careful with the things that you're talking about on a regular basis, the thoughts that are existing in your head, the conversations that you're entertaining with other people. This has to really be reined in if you want to properly manifest your reality, because you're always going to be manifesting upon those things. So take a look at the narratives that you're entertaining on a regular basis. Take a look at the self-talk and the thoughts that are running through your head, and ask yourself, do these things match what I want to be living? And if the answer is no, you have to change them, okay? The process of changing them can be a little bit difficult, but this is where you have to be stubborn. This is where you have to be sticky. This is where you have to ignore the 3D. I have other videos on my channel that talk about ignoring the 3D and being delusional to manifest, okay? You have to, in a sense, be what they would call delusional, because you have to be in the state of mind of denying whatever the other realities are trying to tell you is truth. Because if you truly know how to be a creator, if you truly know how to manifest, you're not going to believe anything outside of you. You're not going to take anything as truth outside of you unless it resonates with you, okay? I would really highly suggest for people to start a regular meditation practice. Okay, some people might roll their eyes at this suggestion, but the reason is because you train your attention with a meditation practice. When you consistently can draw your attention back to your breath, you are training your attention, because in meditation, your attention naturally gets drawn away from the breath, and then you go, oh, I'm no longer meditating, and you bring it back to the breath. It is the baseline foundation for training your attention. And this is extremely important because your attention is what is your manifesting tool. Your attention is going to create everything in your life. Whatever you pay attention to is only going to expand. So that's why these things are extremely important. I get a lot of messages from people asking me what's going to happen in the future. I get a lot of people sending me messages from other channelers saying this person said this and this person said this. And I want to say that's fine. That's fantastic. I'm happy to be your guide. I'm happy to help you in any way that I can. It's literally my job, okay? But at the same time, I want to say, stop listening to other people and listen to yourself. Who cares what I think? Who cares what that other person thinks? And this is where we kind of almost want to look at what humanity has been living under for most of our lives, which is really this like codependency. We have this really unhealthy codependency with everything that we're hearing out there, everything that everyone else is doing, what everyone else's opinions are of what we're doing. And I really want to say a big, loud, resounding, who cares? Because you're the creator. You're the one who gets to decide. Everything else only forms to you. So when you really understand how this works, you don't have to worry about what they're saying the rules are. You don't have to worry about what they're telling you on the television, and you don't have to follow it either. But that's where true spiritual sovereignty comes into play, and most people have absolutely no idea of how to cultivate this. But you cultivate it by bringing your attention back to yourself and making the changes that you want to see in yourself and in the world. And in doing so, the world will just conform to you because it can only agree. Whatever you put your attention on, the world will say, yeah, you're right. I'm going to give you more of that. So if you walk around, terrified of what they're saying in the news, the world is going to give you more of that reality. They're going to be like, you're right, it's terrible out there. It's crazy out there. Here you go, here's more of this. You think there's sickness everywhere and you're constantly talking about it on a loop and putting your attention there, the world's going to be like, absolutely. And you're going to find in your hologram sickness and limitation everywhere. But if you start to change those narratives and start to entertain different realities that you want to see happen in your life, you're going to see the hologram change, because everything is only you. You are God. It's all a reflection of you. So again, to recap, guard your attention. Learn how to keep your attention close. And when everyone else comes at you with their peanut gallery and their beliefs and, oh, this is happening, and oh, did you hear about this? And oh, they're saying this and this now and blah, 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 blah. You say, oh, great, yeah, no worries. And inside you're creating your own reality. You're saying, oh, not in my reality. Oh, there's a new sickness out, not in my reality. Oh, there's lack somewhere in the world, not in my reality. And you have to have confidence enough in yourself, and you have to be stubborn enough to realize that your attention is the most precious commodity that you have. So guard it with everything that you can, and only put your attention on the things that you want to see more of in your life. Always ask yourself, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're talking about, do you want to experience that more in your life? And if the answer is no, then change it. Guard your attention with everything that you have. That is my advice for you today. So I really hope that helped. Again, I do offer one-on-one coaching. So if you want to dive deeper into your personal reality, you can feel free to contact me. All of the information to do so is in the description box down below. And this is where I leave you. So I will see you again in the next video. Much love.